Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about the fight between Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. But before that, subscribe the channel, give your comments, like and share the video, okay? So, next 28th November 2020, well, we are almost there, There's going to be a boxing fight between Iron Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. Well, they are almost the same age, okay? And the last boxing fight of Mike Tyson was in 2003. 2003, so 17 years ago. Because after that victory, Mike Tyson lost in 2004 and lost in 2005. It was its last fight before his retirement. So retired, Mike Tyson retired, and now 15 years later, he's coming back for one more fight, one more match. And Roy Jones Jr., well, Roy Jones Jr. is retired too, and he's coming back too. But Roy Jones Jr. had his last boxing fight only 2 years ago, 2018. So 2 years ago only, okay? So Mike Tyson, it's very famous. He's a Hall of Famer. It's known. Everyone heard about Mike Tyson, okay? But Roy Jones Jr. is not so famous. But okay, but we are not talking about popularity. We are talking about boxing. So I think, well, Roy Jones Jr. has some advantage because, well, his last boxing fight was only 2 years ago, and well, they are almost the same age. Roy Jones Jr. is in good shape too, so well, maybe Roy Jones Jr. will win. But well, I watch a lot of videos of Mike Tyson training. Okay, Mike Tyson is training hard, and my opinion changed because at first I was betting for the win of Roy Jones Jr. But now my opinion changed because I think Mike Tyson will win. Why? Well, because Mike Tyson is coming back. Well, and he's coming back for one more fight. And coming back, he must show his skills. Well, okay, he's 54 years old. That's a fact. But he wants to win again because, well, last victory was 17 years ago. A lot of time. Okay? And he has a lot to prove. He's more famous. He's more known. So he must get the job done. He must get the job done. That's a fact. That's why he's training hard. Okay? He's in good shape. So his body is in good shape, and he's training hard. So his cross, his uppercut, always with the boxing guard, moving, the pick and bull technique too, always present the pick and bull technique, and always sleeping too, always with a sleep, always footwork, okay? He's training hard, okay? Training hard. And he wants it, okay? Because the motivation is very important, okay? Because I noticed that in the last fight of Mike Tyson, he was not motivated because I don't know why. Because well, he has his personal issues, his life problems, and all of that stuff, and of course that interferes. Okay, because the mindset will be different if you have a lot of personal issues to solve. That's what happened. Like, But now I see that Mike Tyson, no, Mike Tyson has not personal issues to solve. He just wants to come back, to show up and win. That's what Mike Tyson wants, and I think that's what will happen. But at first, I was thinking that, well, Roy Jones Jr. retired only 2 years ago, so and he won his last match, retirement match. They are almost the same age, so it's not a age question, okay? So, but now I watch Mike Tyson training, and well, I think he's going to win because he has more to win than Roy Jones Jr. and more to lose too. Okay, that's why I think Mike Tyson will win the fight on the 28th November 2020. Okay, so he's coming back from his retirement. Roy Jones Jr. is coming back too from his retirement, and I think it will be a very interesting boxing fight. Okay. So conclusion. This video we talk about the fight is going to happen between Iron Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. At first I was betting for Roy Jones Jr. to win, but now I changed my opinion because, well, of what I've said before. So I think the victory will go to the baddest man on the planet. But of course, we'll see if that's what is going to happen, okay? We'll see it. Well, this is all for today, and see you next time.